youtube.com, and mixlr.com, all /WakeUpCall DT. Proud to be here with you every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Appreciate your patience today as we are getting something set and ready to go for you. We have a big time announcement coming up here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. We're going to get to all of that information in a second on Wake Up Call, where sports meets life. Once again, you are inside of these Cafe Kubal studios, and so it's important for me to let you know that Cafe Kubal is located for you all throughout Central and Upstate New York. You can head off to Cafe Kubal today, and you could find them on 3501 James Street, 324 West Water Street, 401 South Salina Street. You can also find them on the corner, and those are all in Syracuse. You could find them on the corner of Route 11 and Taft Road at Sweetheart Corners in North Syracuse in their drive-through location. And you can find them on 343 Fayette Street in Manlius, New York. So make sure you head out there as well to their giant behemoth of a brown-striped building that looks like coffee being poured. You can't miss it. And now with an expanded parking lot, you could check them out as well. So make sure you head off to Cafe Kubal today. Let them know that Wake Up Call sent you. And, of course, go to cafekubal.com for those of you out of town. Cafe, Kubal. Jam-packed show for you today. You know, on Wednesday we split the show into two separate videos. If you're on audio, you just carry through with us on mixlr.com /WakeUpCallDT worldwide, and on WakeUpCallDT.com for those of you on video, on YouTube and Facebook.com, both /WakeUpCallDT. We will start a new video for our fantasy football content. We do that to make our fantasy football library, to make things easily accessible for you in your draft, prior to your draft, during your season, outside of your season, whenever, however you need it. So we give you our fantasy football jam-pack library. That's why hour number 2 on Wednesdays only is separate. So with that being said, inside of MonPosPopcorn.com's What's Poppin', we'll start things off with AD and DT. We are back with Bob Beretta after a couple weeks off here. Bob and I will be back here on the air to talk with you about a lot of different topics, including mental and physical health and how Moyne is helping with that. The reclassification realignment conversation continues. Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora and Dan Tortora Broadcast Media. We're the exclusive home for you to find out about the reclassification and realignment opportunity that Moyne may have. So we were the first place to bring that to you and give you the exclusive conversation with Moyne Athletic Director Bob Beretta about the fact that Moyne is at least looking at becoming a Division I institution. And then we gave you the exclusive updates all along the way. We have another update today, and this is also exclusive, and it'll be with you in just a few moments. And we'll talk about our continued partnership as we head into year 2 in the exclusive multimedia marketing partnership between Dan Tortora Broadcast Media, Wake Up Call as one of its products, and the Moyne College Dolphins. After that, in hour number 1, I will be finally telling you what this question mark over this football means. It's very big. It's very cool. I'm very excited. I want to tell you. I feel like Marvel. I do. You know, they just had John Krasinski when they were asking him if he was going to play Mr. Fantastic. And he was like, you know what? And he was pretending that he got shot in the neck with a Marvel dart, or a Disney dart, whatever you want to call it. So that's how I feel right now. I feel like in this moment, I want to tell you, but if I do before the time, there'll be a dart that'll fly through from somebody somewhere. So I'm going to hold off here for a little bit, and then you're going to find out. And then in hour number 2, we'll have the Fantasy Football Power Hour, not a, but the Fantasy Football Power Hour, proudly presented by the wonderful people led by Danny Tome at the Wildcat Sports Pub, your home for all things fantasy. Make sure you go out there and you do your draft. And of course, we'll be doing our drafts out there at the Wildcat as we always do, this being for year number 6. So very excited about that will be out there at the Wildcat Sports Pub. So a lot of great stuff coming up. Always appreciate Danny and look forward to being out there with you drafting in just a few weeks here. So very, very excited about that. We'll be talking about average draft position, ADP, with Mike Sofka of Hall of Fame FantasyFootball.com in hour number 2. And of course, you can also find us both on Winning Fantasy Football, the group on Facebook. So make sure you join us there. And we appreciate everyone that has and everyone that will today. So with all that being said, we're going to take a step aside and come back here with our very special AD and DT return to the airwaves and to your video coming up after this fast break inside of the Cafe Kubal studios. This is Wake Up Call. In these unique times, there are those in our community that give us a sense of normalcy and positivity. Pizza Man on 50 Oswego Street in Baldwinsville has been here for you for over 35 years and is here now. Call 315-638-1234 or order online at pizzamanbville.com to bring those familiar tastes into your home. And remember to come see our monthly on-site broadcasts centered around the community and our Baldwinsville beats. Pizza Man in Baldwinsville. Any way you slice it, they are always here for you.
This is Jimmer Sikowski, owner-operator of Chick-fil-A Cicero, 7916 Brewerton Road in Cicero, right in front of the Home Depot. I had a deep feeling that God wanted me to do something bigger with my life and to help people, help others. I kept putting Chick-fil-A in my life, and I realized as I was going through the franchise selection process that positively impacting the lives of others was really core to what we do here at Chick-fil-A. First of all, it starts with the food. The food is brought in fresh daily, and we bring in local produce. We prepare to order in the kitchen. We hand bread our chicken. We hand spin our milkshakes. It's great food. It doesn't taste like fast food. I think the second thing is the way people feel when they come in a Chick-fil-A restaurant. It's different. We try to treat people with intentional kindness here, which is very different and deeper than good customer service. And so I think it feels remarkable for most people to come in a Chick-fil-A restaurant. And then lastly, the impact that we try to have in the community is very different. It's a big part of the expectation of every operator of a Chick-fil-A restaurant is that they're actively engaged in their community, they're a leader in the community, and they're making a difference. When they realize that what we're striving to do is to shine a little light in their life, that's a very, very different experience than you will have in any other quick service restaurant. And it's that remarkable experience that I think people will emotionally connect with.
I'm George Townsend of Honda City with some good advice when buying a new car. The true cost of owning a new car is determined by the appraised value when you trade it. No vehicle appraises higher than a Honda. Next, look for low APRs and deep discounts. You also want low maintenance costs and great fuel economy. That's why my advice to you is to buy a new Honda. Looking pre-owned, visit our Honda Certified Used Car Center. Honda City, 7140 Henry Clay Boulevard, Liverpool, or HondaCity-CNY.com.
It would be a pity if you don't shop at Honda City.
Our corporate purpose at Chick-fil-A is to glorify God by being faithful stewards of all that's entrusted to us and to positively influence all those who come in contact with Chick-fil-A. And what became increasingly clear from our success in Cicero is that people love Chick-fil-A. And also I think we recognized that, we had a great opportunity to grow the brand and grow our platform. I felt incredibly grateful when I was selected to be a Chick-fil-A operator. I think what it's meant for me, what I've come to realize on a very deep level is that this is a calling for me. It's not a career. It's not a job. The Lord called me to be a Chick-fil-A operator and to use these restaurants to glorify Him and to positively influence other people. I'm blessed. I'm very blessed.
Head to Chick-fil-A Clay on 3974 State Route 31 in Liverpool, New York. Hello, everyone, and welcome back here to an all-new AD and DT with Athletics Director of Moyne, Bob Beretta, and myself, Dan Tortora, a.k.a. DT. Always happy to be here with you Wednesdays, first and third Wednesday of each month at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and exclusive in our multimedia marketing partnership with Moyne College and Dan Tortora Broadcast Media. Bob, how are you?
I'm excellent, Dan. How are you today?
Doing very well. Good to be here. I know we took a couple weeks off to both run around, and so how have the past few weeks been? It's weird to not be sitting with you, every couple weeks here. So
it's been great. It's been a great summer. We've been busy. Lots of topics going on here. Lots of conversation and discussion. We're excited to get the students back on campus here next week, and soccer season right around the corner, and We've been focused on a leadership change in the women's soccer program, on an unexpected change, but hopefully later today we'll have some good news to put out there to the public.
Yeah, so excited about what can come here today on Wednesday, August 3rd, so make sure you stay tuned for all of that. But yeah, I mean, it's been eventful. You and I always keep in contact when we're running around, and sometimes it's 1 a.m. or 10 p.m. or something like that. But what have you taken away from the fact that in these last few weeks, even though it's summer, within all of this, there was the corporate golf outing, there was the search for a new women's soccer head coach, there's the continuation of the background of realignment and reclassification. So as much as we let each other run around for a little bit here, we definitely have plenty to talk about.
We do, and it's exciting. You know, we were able to, first of all, I'm really excited about the fact that we were able to extend our strength and conditioning coach for the first time in the history of Moyne College. We now have a full-time strength and conditioning coach. Ben Gall has been in that role for many years, but he's been in a part-time capacity, and we really targeted that as our top priority for our student athletes, to bring Ben to a full-time position. And we just were able, thanks to the commitment and the investment of the college and leadership, our CFO, Joe Grasso, our president, Dr. Lamira, were able to extend Ben into a full-time capacity. And that's someone who will benefit, every one of our student athletes will benefit from Ben's presence here. So we're really excited about that. We've made some additional changes to our staff, where we're going to bring in a nutritionist to help with our student athletes throughout the course of the year, not just a one-shot deal. There's going to be continual interaction there. We brought Dr. Jean Hart-Steff, who's here in a different role on campus this past year. She's going to be working with our athletic department in the student wellness piece. So when we talk about priorities being our academic mission and our student athletes, we really back that up, and I think that we took more steps this year to show our student athletes, hey, we hear you, we're committed to your experience, we want to make sure it's a championship experience, but we also want to make sure that your mental health and wellness is top of everyone's mind, and we feel like we're really building a nice wall around them to make sure that they're in a good place, mentally and physically.
Yeah, and I know that that's something that we spoke about here, and all the steps that Moyne has taken to not just say you care about mental and physical health, emotional health, but that you're actually doing things to be proactive, to be there, to give avenues for student athletes to go to and to understand their leadership. You know, that we all have trials and tribulations, and there needs to be things set in place so that, you know, there is that aid to stay healthy. Because I think, you know, growing up, I'm sure you can attest to this, I can attest to this at 36 years old, that, you know, a lot of what I was told growing up was figure it out, get over it, stop complaining. And nowadays, you know, there's more of an attention to what's going on. Is this a habitual thing? Am I seeing this person like this a lot? Or they have these tendencies? And to try and be proactive in saying, hey, I think that this person may need a little bit of help. They may not ask for it. So let's make sure that we deliver that to them, because you never want to be the person that says, I wish I did this for somebody.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, Dan. We see very clearly how the physical piece of all this has evolved over the years. When I played in college, we joked, we had a trainer that said, you know, just put some ice on it or rub some dirt on it and get back out there. And we joked about that, but you see how that space has evolved. Sports medicine, completely different than it was 20, 30 years ago. And now I think that the mental wellness piece is just catching up to that, whereas before, as you mentioned, people would look the other way, you just have to deal with it, you need to be stronger, all these types of things, and they're real problems, right? Our young people are facing problems that none of us faced 20 years ago with the prevalence of social media and the pandemic and all these things. So we feel like we need to evolve, and it is our priority. We tell our student athletes it's our priority, and the best way to prove it is to actually execute on some of the things that we've been talking about. And I'm really thankful and grateful for the institution to provide us the opportunity to invest in people. And that's what we've done here. We invest, from my standpoint, we have limited resources, and where we have the resources available, we're going to invest in our people and in our student athletes, because our people help support and serve our student athletes, and it all turns into this formula of developing and delivering a championship experience and making sure that our people are in a really good space, as I said before, not just physically and winning championships on the field, but they need to be in that same headspace, and they feel really good about what they're accomplishing on a daily basis.
Yeah, and people helping people opportunities to grow and evolve. You've gotten to spend a calendar year and change here. So how would you define Lemoyne at this point?
Yeah, it's a great place, and when I got here, a big reason why I came was because I felt like the individuals, the people were special, and they were genuine, and what you saw was what you got. It was real, and the opportunity to work with Dr. Lemira was, for me, that was the cherry on top of the sundae, to be able to come here and work for a leader who was so dynamic and who cared so much about her people. And it's everything that I had hoped for back in January of 2020, I guess, when I actually accepted the job in December of 2019, whatever that time frame was. But yeah, I've been on the ground now over a year, and it's been a wonderful experience, and it's all about the people.
And we are here this morning with the opportunity to say that, we've extended our exclusive multimedia marketing partnership that we started last year and continuing it into this year. And I would love to get your thoughts on where we've been and where, you hope to go with this, because as you know, you and I are cut from the same cloth. We like to challenge ourselves.
That's right.
We like to do what we said we're going to do, and then do more than that, and then for some odd reason, you and I like to do more on top of more. So, just what your thoughts are on the exclusive multimedia marketing partnership, and where we go from there.
Yeah, I mean, we're blessed to have a partner like you, Dan, and your company. When we search for partnerships, we want to find like-minded people with like-minded missions, and about service to others, service to your community, and there's no one better in the Syracuse area that cares more and services their community and the media than you do. And for us, we're grateful to have that relationship, because you serve our student athletes very well. You serve our department very well, and our staff, and shine a light on all the great things that we're doing here, not just as an athletic department, but as a college. So it really wasn't much of a decision on our end to extend that agreement. Looking back, it's hard to comprehend all the ground that we've covered in the last 12 months together, and all the topics and the students, and where we've gone, where we've come from. And I can tell you, looking forward, we're going to be sitting here a year from now, and we're going to have the same mentality and say, wow, can't believe we covered all that ground. Because I can tell you the future for Lemoyne College and Lemoyne Athletics is really bright, and what's straight ahead of us is so exciting, and to be able to share that and partner with you to walk along that journey for the next 12 months and hopefully for many years to come is really exciting for us.
Well, I thank you, and I appreciate that, and I second that, and I feel like a Dolphin, and I felt that way for a while, and my dad, a proud Dolphin. So the next 12 months are exciting. You're excited about the journey. We exclusively broke the reclassification, realignment conversation was happening here. Then we've been the exclusive trail of all of those updates. What can you tell us?
Yeah, well thanks, and we do appreciate having the opportunity to talk to you about these things, and you've been on the front end of all of it, and I'm sure you will continue to do so as we stroll through the fall. We've been busy on the reclassification front. We put together an ad hoc committee on potential athletics reclassification. That committee it's comprised of members of our board of trustees, some highly esteemed members of our faculty, our provost, our president, our other senior leaders on campus have been part of those conversations. We've met twice a week since the beginning of June, and we've dived very deeply into this topic. We're considering it from every angle. We've talked to many people. We've talked to presidents of colleges that have reclassified to try to find out the pros and cons of the move. Was it a good move? Was it a bad move? What are the pratfalls? What are the pitfalls? What should we avoid if we were thinking about this? So I can tell you that we have not come to a decision, but we're nearing a point where our committee meetings will end. We've had tremendous dialogue, and yesterday, I guess it was Monday, we actually held our first open forum on campus, and there'll be 2 more of those. One will be on August 11th, and the other will be a Zoom session in August, where we're trying to gain as much feedback from the community as possible. And as we come to a decision, we want to listen to all those voices and try to explain our path ahead and where we may be headed. So It's exciting. It's an exciting time. It's an exciting time in the realignment world and the landscape, nationally and regionally. We knew that there would be a lull during the summer in terms of reclassification and realignment within the conferences. We expect that to pick up as we approach the academic year. So in the month of August and then September, we'll start to see some realignment movement again. And we want to be prepared so that we have the agency to make that decision that if we're fortunate enough to gain an invitation to a conference, a Division I conference, it'll be Lemoyne's choice whether to say yes or no.
Yeah, because the date that we all have come to know, I've come to know over the last decade, is July 1st. You know, whenever you make that decision, typically, you know, of realignment, reclassification, and whatnot, it's the following summer, or in some of these schools' cases like Oklahoma and Texas, USC and UCLA, it's a couple years down the road. But to look at where we are right now and where it could be a year from now, and the fact that it doesn't happen overnight, people, you know, if and when the announcement comes, there's all this work that goes into it. You have to exit one, you have to enter the other, and it's definitely been a very interesting world. I've done many realignment episodes of Wake Up Call for you all live, and you can check them out on YouTube and Facebook.com/WakeUpCallDT, where one of them I put the map out. And I actually drew the map of where things are and where things could go. So, you know, as someone who has spent so many years before coming to Lemoyne at Army and scheduling against a lot of these conferences, it's got to be pretty, I don't want to say surprising anymore, but 10 years ago, the world stopped and went nuts, and arguably 10 years later, we may see a realignment that once it is finished, will forever change all of collegiate athletics.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 10 years ago was the last major realignment, and then everything settled in primarily because the ACC had the foresight to build in that grant of rights, and I know it's keeping the ACC together right now. If you ask people, experts in the field, they feel like it's the grant of rights, and it's the grant of rights that really stabilized the conference realignment landscape over the last 10 years. And as those rights are starting to expire in 24, 25, you're starting to see movement again. And the feeling is that there's going to be movement, there has been movement, and then once it settles within the next 12 to 18 months, it's probably going to be settled for another 10 years again. So any opportunity that might come to Lemoyne's front porch might not come around again ever. It certainly may not come around again for 10 years. So it's really what's driving our conversations and our discussions is, hey, who are we? Who can we become? What might the future hold in a status quo scenario? Where might we go if we dream big? Are we prepared to make that type of commitment, both in dollars and in terms of the areas that we want to emphasize as an institution? Does it fit with our mission? Does it fit with our new strategic plan? Is it a holistic move on behalf of the institution, potentially, to rebrand itself and rebrand athletics and leverage athletics in a way that's never been done before here on campus? So all those things go into this formula that we're considering and talking about and discussing, and ultimately we'll come to a conclusion and a decision. Hopefully, if we decide that this would be in our best interest, that there's a conference that's willing to partner with Lemoyne, and we feel pretty confident that we're going to be in a good place either way.
Final piece going off what you said, who is Lemoyne in your definition, and what can you become?
Well, that's a great question, and I think Lemoyne is just a phenomenal institution. 75 years, a very young institution, but our mission speaks to who we are. And we're about people. Right? I won't read the mission off the wall or our touchstone, but this is a caring institution, a caring community that is so committed to goodness. It's so committed to greatness. And now I segue to what we can become. I think we can become even greater than we are today. I think you always want to look to evolve and grow, and where's the next opportunity to extend. And this could be that. We may decide that it's not the right time, but you ask me who we are. We're this phenomenal gem of an institution in central New York that has just a rabid and unwavering group of alums that are loyal and care about this institution. Many of them settle right here in the community. It's kind of like Syracuse's hometown school. Who can we become? I like to dream big. I think it'd be incredibly exciting to expand our footprint and tell the story beyond Central New York. We always talk about it being our Jesuit gem and a best kept secret. I don't want Lemoyne to be the best kept secret. I want people in our entire region to know what a tremendous institution and our mission and the stories of our student athletes that you help tell every single day. I want people to know about that, not just in Central and Western New York. I want them to know about it up and down the Atlantic seaboard. And that's my vision, to help grow this footprint and the message of this wonderful institution.
That coming from Bob Beretta, the athletics director here at Moyne College, myself, Dan Tortora, for this edition of AD and DT. Plenty to come, a lot to get excited about. You should be paying attention within the next few hours because we have more news for you. So we do have something. We give you a little crumb, but the full cookie's coming in a couple hours. But as always, I appreciate it.
Great having you. Good seeing you again, Dan.
And we have to say it, fins up.
Fins up.
I'll talk with you soon.
Cafe Cabal offers same-day local delivery of our products, offering no delivery charge for Onondaga County. Shop cafecabal.com for fresh roasted coffee beans, cold brew, travel mugs, and all your essential Cafe Cabal needs. Cafe Cabal, coffee for the soul.
This is Amy from Mother's Cupboard, home of the whole frittata. We are open daily 6 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. For takeout orders, call 315-432-0942 and tune in to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora for our monthly food challenge and try our Wake Up Call signature menu item available 7 days a week. Here at Mother's Cupboard, we are Central New York, and it's our honor to serve you.
Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory remind us that every day is worth celebrating. Find them at 201 Old 7th North Street in Liverpool, New York, open Monday through Saturday in-store and all the time online at maandpaspopcorn.com. Serving our Central New York community and beyond, you can order all throughout the country at maandpaspopcorn.com. And remember to get your tins, which have in-store half-price refills forever. Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory, available to you for fundraising and all of your events by calling 315-450-6272. That's 315-450-6272. Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory. How corny are you?
Witty Wicks Candles and Gift Shop, Township 5 Camillus, where you will find handcrafted all-natural soy wax candles over 60 cents to freshen up your home. We carry a wide range of locally made items, Salsicuse, Syracuse Salt, and Chocolate Pizza Company, to name a few. Let our knowledgeable staff help choose unique gifts and keepsakes for any occasion. Gifts for family and friends, and maybe a little something for yourself. Woody Wicks Candles and Gift Shop, Township 5, Camillus.
And a welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora inside of the Cafe Kubal studios. So happy to be here with you where sports meets that thing called life. So thanks for being a part of the show. Thanks for hanging out here every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Very excited about everything that we have coming up, including this very special announcement. So I am so thankful, so grateful that we get to make this announcement. We are inside of the Cafe Kubal Studios, 3501 James Street, 324 West Water Street, 401 South Salina Street, all in Syracuse, on 343 Fayette Street in Manlius, New York, in their giant behemoth of a brown striped building. You will not miss it there. It's where all roads converge into Manlius. And of course, you could find them on the corner of Route 11 and Taft Road at Sweetheart Corners in North Syracuse at their drive-through location. So make sure you go out to Cafe Kubal today, fill your cup up right, and let them know that Wake Up Call sent you. So we'll talk with you about all of the great things of all of our wonderful companies as well, including Cafe Kubal later on in the show. But before we go there, it's time to go here. Inside of MonPazPopcorn.com is what's popping. You just had AD&DT, part of our Moyne exclusive multimedia marketing partnership featuring Athletics Director Bob Beretta and myself, Dan Tortora. There's a question mark on a football. What does it mean? Well, for me to share with you what it means, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to leave it to somebody else to say what it means. I think there's another voice out there that could carry this for us. So, with that being said, the big news for Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. Well, Sydney, take it away.
Hey everyone, it's Sydney from iDrive in Orlando. We can't wait to welcome Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on site at 8801 International Drive in Orlando. Broadcasting live Monday, August 22nd through Friday, August 26th during our lunch each day from noon to 2 p.m. Come see us girls, hear from Dan and his special guests, and preview the college and NFL seasons from the greatest seat for all sporting events. Hooters iDrive in Orlando.
That's the news. College and pro football preview week. Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on site, on location, live all week long. Monday, August 22nd to Friday, August 26th. My grandfather's birthday. Very excited. We'll be down at Hooters iDrive in Orlando. And I am ecstatic. We are returning to Hooters iDrive in Orlando after being there last season for their college and pro football preview week. So we are back in the Sunshine State, the second home of Wake Up Call and Dan Tortora Broadcast Media. You know that Central and Upstate New York is my home, born, raised, where I have started my company 10 years ago. Now 10 plus years ago, as we just had our 10-year anniversary. So after 10 years in this business of owning my own company and almost 19 years of being a broadcaster, we have built ties all throughout the country. And I am honored, privileged, and thankful that our second home of Florida is where I'll be returning. You see that Wake Up Call logo on the football? Looks nice, doesn't it? Maybe the NFL or college football or somebody should take that and make that a reality. Of course, copyright and TM over here. But very excited. We will be on site, on location, at Hooters iDrive in Orlando. Thank you, Sydney, for that awesome message. College and pro football preview week, Monday, August 22nd to Friday, August 26th. We'll be at Hooters. And when I say we, I mean myself and my special guest. Because if you remember last year, we had somebody with me every single broadcast. I bring the people together that are part of the Wake Up Call family. By the grace of God, I've had the opportunity to meet some fantastic people, and our guest list is getting finalized as we speak. So make sure you stay close to Facebook at Wake Up Call DT, Twitter at CallDT, and Instagram at WakeUpCall_DT, as I will be releasing who will be with me on Monday, August 22nd, Tuesday, August 23rd, Wednesday, August 24th, Thursday, August 25th, and Friday, August 26th, live on site, on location at Hooters iDrive in Orlando. And we will be changing the time of the show to fit us being at Hooters. So those of you, obviously, you know Wake Up Call is every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Well, that is going to change for that week because Hooters, obviously, is open for lunch, dinner, and drinks. Of course, drink responsibly as always. So we'll be there for their lunch hour. We'll be carrying you through lunch every single day of that week. So very excited for that. Monday, August 22nd, Friday, August 26th, all the way through. On-site, on location. Wake Up Call will change its time as we're down in Orlando for college and pro football preview week from 9 to 11 to noon to 2. So we will be there from noon until 2 p.m. the entire lunch break. So come out for lunch at Hooters. Grab some of those awesome wings. I mean, listen, everything's good. The wings are good. The fries are good. Every sandwich, everything I had there was good. Hooters has upped the ante on their menu. They've expanded their menu, and they have it. I'm not saying this because we work together. The girls know it already because they know I ask for it all day long. They have the best Arnold Palmer in the world that I have had thus far. Sweet tea, lemonade, mix it together, put it in that Hooters cup, and that cup is in my console every single day that I'm down there. So, very excited to tell you that Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora will be going down to Hooters iDrive in Orlando to usher in the college and pro football seasons simultaneously. Monday, August 22nd to Friday, August 26th. We're ringing in the college football new year and the NFL new year as well. Very excited to be doing that with you as we shift gears to noon to 2 p.m. So make sure you change that on your calendar and say, okay, I listen to Wake Up Call every Monday through Friday from 9 to 11, but the week of Monday, August 22nd to Friday, August 26th, I'm going to be listening and watching from noon until 2 p.m. Eastern Time each day of that week. So that is the news. I am excited. You know what? I think I gotta, I see the kids do this, right? Where you gotta, when you commit to something, you gotta wear it. So in committing to another week at Hooters this year, I have my Hooters hat on, ready to go here in studio. So much appreciation and many thanks to Hooters for all that you do to make this such an amazing week. A big shout out to Farron, to Jeff, to Tim, to the entire team, to all the ladies at Hooters iDrive in Orlando. Very excited about this opportunity to do this with you and to have this be, yet another fantastic ushering in of the college and pro football season. So I'm ecstatic. I'm ready. Let's do this, and definitely looking forward to it. So many, many thanks to Hooters iDrive in Orlando and to Hooters International, or Hooters of America, everybody that's been involved. I cannot thank you enough. And, from Tim many, many years ago, big shout out to Tim, and to Jeff and to Farron over the years here as well. Many thanks to you for being able to do this and to, continue our growth, our expansion of Wake Up Call, of Dan Tortora Broadcast Media, into all different nooks and crannies, as well as into our second home of the state of Florida. And Hooters, if you're going to be down there, come out to 8801 International Drive. So for those of you that are watching and listening from Hooters right now, come and see us from noon to 2 p.m. that week, Monday, August 22nd to Friday, August 26th. Come have lunch with us, hang out with the girls, listen to some awesome college and pro football content. My guests are fantastic. I cannot wait to let you know who they are. I feel like Kevin Feige of Marvel right now because I had to keep a secret about Hooters, right? And so I kept that secret, and now I got to unveil that secret. But I know the guest list of who we have up to this point, and I want to release it. It's kind of like when Kevin Feige said, there's going to be a Fantastic Four movie, but didn't give you the cast. And then at D23, in, just a little bit here, in about a month, everybody's like, oh, he's going to give the cast then. Well, that's how I feel. I told you what's happening. I told you what's coming, but I haven't given you the cast yet. So I'm excited to do that soon. 8801 International Drive in Orlando, Florida. Minutes from Walt Disney World, SeaWorld, Universal Studios, the Eye. So make sure you come out and see us. It's going to be fantastic. I'm excited. Shout out to Greg because he guessed it correctly, and I couldn't respond to his message because I said something big is coming up, and he sent a GIF. I call them GIFs. You can call them GIFs. I don't care. But he sent me a GIF of a Hooters girl jumping up and down, like excited about this news. And I couldn't be like, yeah, you're right. So, you are right, Greg. I can officially say now that you are correct. Congratulations. You got it right. So big ups to you and many congratulations. So what did Greg have to say here? And so he said, great stuff, DT. Looking forward to Hooters week. And so I want to be able to, I can't fully see everything you wrote here. Okay, so let's see what it says. It says, great stuff, DT. Looking forward to Hooters week. Server interviews are fun and entertaining. Yeah, we're going to have a good time with everybody. So we definitely do it different at Hooters, unlike anything that they've had before, is that not only are we there doing the show, doing Wake Up Call, and not only are my guests there, but on top of us being there and my guests being there and having a great time, great conversation, we sit down with the ladies of Hooters and they get to tell their stories as well. And we get to learn about their personalities, what they stand for, who they are, what they're about. So it's always fun for me to get to do that, and I'm very much looking forward to it. We had some great stories that were shared before, and yeah, Greg, you are the spoiler king. You just know the show very well. So come out to Hooters. You know what? Now you got an excuse. It's right before football season. Disney, SeaWorld. Like I said, Universal Studios, the weather, the beaches, the show, the Hooters girls, the Arnold Palmers. You have every excuse in the world to play hooky from work and come down to Florida. So, I mean, take a vacation if you got one. If you don't have one, then maybe don't feel good Monday, August 22nd to Friday, August 26th, and come down and see us. So, we're going to have a great time. We're going to have fun. I love it, as always, and the girls are great, and like I said, the staff is fantastic. So I am more than looking forward to Hooters week, and I can't get enough of it. So very much looking forward to it. A lot of great stuff coming up. We got to take a step aside for a fast break. When we come back, we will discuss a few things quick here about the wonderful week we're going to have down at Hooters. And then we'll get set for Mike Sofka coming up with us in just a little bit here where sports meets life on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. So a big ups to the fantastic people at Hooters. And you know what? I mean, I feel like I need to do this. So why not do this? Sydney, take it away again.
Hey everyone, it's Sydney from iDrive in Orlando. We can't wait to welcome Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on site at 8801 International Drive in Orlando. Broadcasting live Monday, August 22nd through Friday, August 26th during our lunch each day from noon to 2 p.m. Come see us girls, hear from Dan and his special guests, and preview the college and NFL seasons from the greatest seat for all sporting events. Hooters iDrive in Orlando.
Avicoli's, located on the corner of Route 57 and Wetzel Road in Liverpool, New York, has been your trusted neighbor for decades. Located just steps from Liverpool High School, we're happy to have the Liverpool Warriors on-site, on-location broadcast at Avicoli's through Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora every single month, featuring student athletes, coaches, and administration throughout the year from Liverpool High School. Head out to Avicoli's today on the corner of Route 57 and Wetzel Road in Liverpool, New York, open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch, dinner, and drinks. We'd love to see you out there. And of course, you can call them at 315-622-5100 for takeout, delivery, and catering. That's 315-622-5100. And also find them on myavicolis.com. That's myavicollis.com. Having peace of mind when you're out of town that your furry-loving friend is safe and sound means taking them to Canine Campground, because we all know that when it comes to the love of our pets, it goes well beyond the call of duty to make sure they're safe and sound. Right, Lily? So take a ride to 242 Johnson Street in East Syracuse, New York, and see Canine Campground and where your dog will be staying, in the classic cabin, the executive cabin, the grand cabin, or of course the luxury cabin, because if you know Lily, you know she loves luxury. Now you don't have to wait to the last minute to find a family member or a friend that'll take your dog for a few days. Call Canine Campground at 315-299-4013. That's 315-299-4013. Their drop-off and pickup times are Monday through Sunday. Check K9campground.com for more information. That's the letter K, the number 9, and campground spelled with a K.com. K9campground.com.
When you're going out of town, bring your dog to Canine Campground.
PB&J's Lunchbox, the food truck that you love finding all throughout Central and Upstate New York, now has a street-side cafe. So when you're craving their traditional favorites as well as their out-of-box amazing menu items, you can now head to 663 Old Liverpool Road in Liverpool, New York. Located just minutes from the highway, the Thruway, Destiny USA, and Onondaga Lake Parkway, PB&J's Lunchbox Street-Side Cafe is there for you Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner all throughout the day. Get breakfast for dinner, dinner for lunch, whatever you fancy, including their award-winning grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Find them at 663 Old Liverpool Road in Liverpool, New York. PB&J's Lunchbox, where we love to know what's in your lunchbox. As a patient, what do we want? To be cared for, to be listened to, and to have someone walk us through the process on our path to victory. Victory Sports Medicine and Orthopedics does all of those things beautifully, with Dr. Mark Petropoli leading the team on 791 West Genesee Street in Skaneateles, New York, located minutes from beautiful Skaneateles Lake. Whatever your injury may be from head to toe, preventative care, rehab, physical therapy, laser therapy, and surgery are all available at Victory Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, where they care about us, they listen to us, and they understand that everyone's path to victory is a little bit different. Let them help you on yours by calling 315-685-7544 to make your appointment today. That's 315-685-7544. And find out more information at victorysportsmedicine.com. Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora inside of the Cafe Kubal studios. For those of you that were on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt before, I apologize here. You didn't catch our audio, so our announcement was the fact that we are officially going back down to Hooters iDrive in Orlando to do a week of broadcast. That was the big news, the breaking news. Very excited about that. That we're going to be back down there to bring you the college and pro football preview week of Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. Is going to happen down at Hooters iDrive in Orlando, Monday, August 22nd through Friday, August 26th, from noon to 2 p.m. So we are changing the times of the show to be from noon to 2 p.m. So make sure you definitely check us out there, as we're always excited to have you and be with you and hang out with you. So make sure that you connect with us where sports meets that thing called life. We're always excited, always energized, always ready to do the thing. So definitely looking forward to it, and always happy to be here with you where sports meets that thing called life. So Greg, you need to come down. I don't care that you're going to North Carolina next week. You need to do it. So find a way to do it, at least for day 1 or day 2, something like that. Find a way to get yourself down to Florida. You know, I got to pull people's arms to come down to Florida. I find it funny here, right? I mean, it's hot as all get out in Syracuse, New York lately, but make your way down to Florida. Do it. Find it. If you're down there, come see us. We know there's going to be great people. There's regulars that come into Hooters iDrive of Orlando. We'll see you all. We'll see the people that I know down there. Just come right out. You know, you're welcome to hang out with us and spend some time I'm ecstatic. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be energized. I'm amped up. I'm ready. I'm excited. So there's a lot of great things that are going to come from Hooters I Drive in Orlando. And it is just, it's going to be amazing. So very much looking forward to it. Very much excited about it. Wearing the right hat here. And we can't wait to see you. So big news. Happy to finally share it. I was keeping it to myself and it was difficult. So I'm happy. I'm happy that I got to do it, got to share this with you, and to let you all know that once again we will be for College and Pro Football Preview Week. Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora will be live on site, on location, in Orlando, Florida, at Hooters I Drive of Orlando on 8801 International Drive in Orlando, Florida, minutes from SeaWorld, Walt Disney World, as well as Universal Studios. We will see you there on Monday, August 22nd through Friday, August 26th. My special guest will be released on our social media over the next little bit here, so you got to make sure you're liking and following us on Facebook at WakeUpCallDT, Twitter at CallDT, and Instagram at WakeUpCall_DT. We're going to be in our 12th year of the Wake Up Call Florida League, and we're going to be drafting on-site, on location at Hooters I Drive of Orlando. So very excited to be doing that. During this week of broadcasts, we'll be down there. So obviously Mike Sofka and I will be hanging out together. A lot of good stuff coming up with him. So can't wait to do that. Can't wait to preview it with you. Just make sure that you remind yourself that the show will be from noon to 2 p.m., not 9 to 11 for that week only, as we are going to be there showcasing Hooters during their lunch hour. So the entire lunch, it's going to be lunch and a show. I mean, that's what it is. We're going to be broadcasting. The ladies will be there. They'll be on the air. We'll be hanging out. You'll be eating great food, grabbing some great drinks. Drink responsibly. I'll have my Arnold Palmer, and we're going to have ourselves a grand old time in the Sunshine State. So we will see you there, and I cannot wait. With that being said, and mentioning Mike Sofka, he's going to be joining me in just a few moments here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports meets that thing called life. So we will end this video, start a new one, so Mike and I can have our fantasy football conversation on ADP, average draft position. Oh my gosh, Greg is going to be so excited because he's been asking Mike and I, as we've talked about every single position. We've given you the quarterback show, the AFC running back show, the NFC running back show, the AFC wide receiver show, the NFC wide receiver show, the tight end show. We've given you the rookie show, the sleeper show. Now it's time to give you the average draft position show. And next week, Mike and I are going to be doing our live mock draft. Get up for that. And then the week after that, I'm trying to look at this right now. Let me make sure I get this straight here. So today we're doing average draft position. Then we're doing our mock draft. Then we might have time to do another updated mock draft. And then we're down in Florida. So I'm very much looking forward to that. We'll end this video, start a new one on YouTube and Facebook for those of you on MixLR and on WakeUpCallDT.com. Just hang out with us. And thank you for all that you do. As always, God bless, no stress. Do your best. Want to give a big shout out while we are on this video to all of you that tune in to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube.com, Facebook.com, and MixLR.com. All / WakeUpCallDT. Those of you that are with us on WakeUpCallDT.com's homepage and on Facebook.com / LiveNowDT. Once we go live, we go into the archives and we have added places, which means that you have to download more free apps onto your phone and devices so that you have them for your CarPlay, that if you go to Amazon Music in the car or on the phone, wherever you're at, right? You're at the gym, you're for a run, you're in the house, you're talking to Alexa or your Google Home devices, or you're in the car, wherever you may be, Amazon Music, Audible, iHeartRadio, iTunes and Apple Podcasts, MixLR, Player FM, Podbean, Podvine, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, YouTube. Oh my goodness! It's very easy to get to us. Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. Search us on any one of those, or one word, Wake Up Call DT. That's all you have to do. And if you're talking to Alexa or your Google Home device, say, please play the latest episode of Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, and they will do that for you as well. Big thanks to all of our Central and Upstate New York partners and beyond. Cafe Kubal, Carvel DeWitt, the Wildcat Sports Pub, Witty Wicks, PB&J's Lunchbox, Millhouse Market, Canine Camp Dog Daycare, Avicoli's, Canine Campground Dog Boarding, Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory, Honda City of Liverpool, Pizza Man, Victory Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, Chick-fil-A Cicero and Chick-fil-A Clay, and Mother's Cupboard. And, of course, Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora is the exclusive multimedia marketing partner of your Moyne College Dolphins. It is Wins Up all day, every day on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. And, of course, the Dolphins are with us every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So they start off our Wednesday broadcast of Wake Up Call every single week at 9 a.m. Eastern Time sharp. Every first and third Wednesday, we have AD and DT like we had today with Bob Beretta, the athletics director of Lemoyne, and myself, Dan Tortora, on many different topics, including the exclusive breaking news of reclassification and realignment and the fact that Lemoyne is looking at potentially moving from D2 to D1. We've given you all of the updates on that, and we just gave you another update today. You can get all of that content and more, including our Dolphin Dive, which airs every second and fourth Wednesday of each month at 9 a.m. with student athletes, coaches, administration, future Dolphins, and alumni. Our Dolphin Dive episodes, our AD and DT episodes, and everything else we do with Lemoyne is on the Lemoyne tab on WakeUpCallDT.com. Bookmark it, share it, save it, love it. It's free, and it's there for you. YouTube.com/WakeUpCallDT. Head there as well, so you subscribe to our channel. You'll never miss a live event with Lemoyne or anything else that we do with the Lemoyne College Dolphins. For more information on your Dolphins, go to LeMoyneDolphins.com. And as always, fins up. Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora is also the exclusive multimedia marketing partner of your Marywood University Pacers. It is Pacer Pride every single month on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. I am a proud alum, so that pride is carried within me very easily, and I share it with you on Fridays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with new conversations with student athletes, coaches, and administration joining the broadcast. We'll have a new one for you this Friday right around 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with the Marywood University Pacers. You don't want to miss a second of our Pacer content, and for all of the wonderful conversations we've already had, you can go to our Marywood tab on WakeUpCallDT.com. Of course, subscribe to us on YouTube.com/WakeUpCallDT, and for more information on your Pacers, go to MarywoodPacers.com. That music is perfect for the upcoming venture down to the great state of Florida. Bobcat Buzz, the Bryan and Stratton College Bobcats of Syracuse, are exclusive multimedia marketing partners with Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora and Dan Tortora Broadcast Media. I am always thankful to get to tell the incredible stories of the Bryan and Stratton College Bobcats of Syracuse, and you'll get to hear from them and see them every single month, including what's coming up this month, which I'm very excited about. We just did some great things for signing day for the men's basketball team. We just did a Cafe Kubal takeover with men's basketball head coach Clay Gagan Sherman, and we did an exclusive conversation with Darren Joyner, who's leaving NCAA Division II Catawba College to come to Bryan and Stratton in our community of Syracuse, New York. Check out all of our Bobcat Buzz by going to the BSC-SYR tab on WakeUpCallDT.com. Subscribe to us on YouTube.com/WakeUpCallDT. And for more information on your fantastic Bobcats, you can go to Syracuse.bscbobcats.com. So, with that being said, we're going to end this video, start a new one for fantasy football, brought to you by the Wildcat Sports Pub with Mr. Mike Sofka. So, for those of you on YouTube and Facebook, make sure you join our next video that's coming up momentarily. For those of you on WakeUpCallDT.com and on MixLR,